There. Lucretia's faith in God is essential, and she wants to support Christians who are running for office with her famous brand of inspiration and encouragement. Without further ado, please welcome our keynote speaker, Lucretia Hughes.
My name is Lucretia Hughes and I represent Fallback Production Studios, LLC. It's basically a media company that my mother, my husband, and myself, we put on. 3 people. You know, they say 2 or more get together in his name, all things are possible. Amen. Okay, and we actually stands for, Fallback stands for, you can fall back to the Constitution, because there's a whole bunch of lawbreakers. You can fall back to the Bible, because there's a whole bunch of souls that need to be saved. Or you can take 10 seats and get out my face, because you ain't stopping nothing. Amen. I am a mother of 4 and a grandmother of 9. Wow, literally. Sure. It wasn't my fault, it was my kids, okay? It was the boys. So that's what I do. I go around the nation, me and my husband. We drive the majority of everywhere that we go, and right now we live in Georgia. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. So when Diana said, do you mind coming back to Kentucky? For what? She said, would you mind speaking? It's a constitutional dinner. I said, yeah, I'll come up there. And then I get here today, and I was told it was for the 2A. So I'm on the outreach committee for the NRA. I take my Second Amendment very, very seriously. In 2016, when I decided to run for state rep down in Georgia, my son was murdered point blank at a Domino's table. His head was blown out. And so instead of them people wanting me to stop advocating for my gun rights, I'm like him, knock on my door. We have guns in our house. You can go to my next door neighbor and look them all you want, but I'm going to drop you at the door. It's that simple. I know a lot of people, and once they have tragedy when it comes to the guns, they want to get rid of the guns. What did the gun do? What did the gun do? It was a thug with a criminal history that shouldn't have had his hands on a gun that decided to go shoot my son because he refused to fight anymore. He got his butt whooped. So like most kids nowadays don't know how to nook if you buck. If you can run your lips, you better know how to run your hands and fight a good fight. Even if you get whooped, at least you'll live for the next day. Mine now is, I'm actually raising a grandson. My grandson don't have a father. So that legacy in our community is still in our community. So that's 1 black man in jail, 1 in the grave, and 1 that's going to be raised without a father. When do the generational curses stop across this land? That's what I want to know. Now, normally on my show, I don't call them an audience because I learn from the people that watch me. That's why my show is interactive. I learn and I call them family because they're opening up my eyes to things that I didn't have no idea was going on. Especially in America, especially across this nation, and how we must be exterminated because we're the cesspool of society. Y'all don't even have a gene pool because you're so confused. You think a man is a woman and a woman is a man. My God ain't about God is confused. So when he said, I believe in God, family, and country, you better drop that man over there because right now he has favor. He has the grace of God. They have thrown everything on Donald Trump, and I'm still standing and walking. And he's going to run again. You don't like him? I don't care. We've had the good old boy politics. It got us right here. It got us to be in the detriment of our nation to either we're going to go over that cliff or we're going to save our grandchildren. It's up to us, we the people. Now, normally we make sure it said, we the people told you so, because we did. Burdens, heartache, pain, poverty, losing our money, losing our wealth, losing our freedoms, losing our rights, and losing everything else. If you voted for Biden, let's go, Brandon, all the way out of the White House. Not only did they attack, because most people, if you ask them about the Constitution, you ask them about the First Amendment, they have no idea what that entails. They think it's the one thing. It's 5. Get it together. Those are our inherent rights that was given to us, not by the Democrats, not by libtards, not by Republicans, but by our founding fathers backed up by Jesus Christ and the biblical scripture that it was written upon. If you don't like it, leave America. When I talk about my God, my party, the Republican Party, is the only party that actually recognizes God for who he truly is, the Alpha and the Omega, the Father and the Son, the beginning of time and the ending too. You ain't gonna stop him, just like you won't stop Trump, just like you won't stop me, just like you won't stop anybody else, because you didn't give me breath. He gave me my breath, and I want to say, well done, my good faithful servant. Now, when I talk about my country, what else do I need to say? They hate us. They hate me. They hate you. They hate you because you want to protect the children from the cradle to the grave, and even before they're born. They want to disarm you because you need to be exterminated off the face of the earth because you think for yourself. You think for your family. You are the rulers of your home and not a government official. I'm sorry, I pay you. You the employee. I'm the boss. And I'll go walk up straight up to them. So in October, for 4 solid days, I will be with the DC Project Women. It's 100 women from all walks of life, every political party. We go to Washington, D.C. for a week. We walk into that swamp, and I have to advocate of why I love a Glock, why I love a 308, why I will drop you to your knees, because I ain't finna call 911. You better hope you got still Bible. So I have to deal with every Democrat, because they always want me to go into a blue state. Red is a power couple. Let me go talk to them first. Well, you know you got a gift of gab. You can say stuff we never will. Like what? Get your hands off my gun? Like they ain't going nowhere? Like you ain't gonna stop me? And if you try, good luck, and I hope you got insurance. Because we're at a pivotal point that either it's us or them. And I'd rather it to be us first. People always say, well, you just stick with like-minded individuals. Well, hell is free. It's a wide open gate. You ain't got to worry about doing nothing. At least heaven has stipulations. If you do something on earth, you're going to have to answer to the consequences. So I have a promise. I don't have lip service. I don't need a Republican nor a Democrat to tell me about the rights that was given to me when my mother and father birthed me. Thank God I was born in 74 and I was allowed to be born. Because even right now in 2023, they were trying to wipe out kids by the age of 2. 2 years old. Get it out of our psyche. Get it out of a conversation. You're trying to murder people now. That's why I call it the murder law. And a lot of people get upset when I talk plain or layman's term. You tried to kill me. I should come back even harder. Well, I didn't try to. The murder law was given to us in 1972. I was born in 74. How was I allowed to be born? Because you were so much wimpy that you allowed the government to say who was allowed to be born and who was not. So now we're starting the same thing. And there's a lot of impoverished people across this nation, but we don't mean nothing. We're scum of the earth. We are the slaves that they want us to get back on that plantation. But there's no plantation in heaven. There is no segregation in heaven. We will all be together. And if you don't have fear, you got faith. And you gotta have faith over fear. Every year, 2 or 3 times a year, we got a house. I got a big yard. I throw my own rallies. 500, 600, 800 people come into my side yard to proclaim faith over fear. And it's that simple. So next week I will be in Indiana. I've never spoke at a revival, but there's a whole bunch of youth that's being pimped out the wrong way. Let's get them on the straight and narrow, or at least try. Because like it says, everyone, let it hear the name. He ain't going to crack that sky until everyone knows who he is. So it is our ability to get out there and teach the younger of these. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a minister. And I would never try to even say I wear that cloth. But I got common sense to know that a stove is hot. So get your hands off of it. Because right now, if I touch a stove, I'm going to snatch my hand back. I don't want to burn forever. If I can't take 2 seconds of burning on earth. But that's what they're doing right now. They're making sure that he does not exist. He exists, we exist, and everything we do will exist. And we will go down in history. God gave us one command. That command was get out there and witness in boldness and in truth. And that's all he asked from us. That's the only thing I ask for people. You want me to come? You know who I am first. You ever heard me speak? You ever watch my show? I ain't your ordinary Republican, and I like that. And a lot of people don't like that. So when I decided to sit at the table with Brian Kim, Brad Raffensperger, Jeff Duncan, and the rest of them, The odor was funky. I did not belong there, and now I'm with my family of people from every walk of life, from Australia all the way to California, the same ones that want to be free, the same ones that want to raise their kids, the same ones that want to survive, the same ones that want the American dream, not the ones that they want to lie to. So when he said it was the 2A, I'm all about the 2A. I didn't even know all these little envelopes and gift bags that I put together. If you notice, it's about the 2A. It's a pen. I had no clue. That's what I was going to talk about today. But I can't talk about anything else because I was raised right. I've been shooting a gun since the age of 6 on the back of a porch because the boys could do it too. I was dropping motors by the age of 7 because my daddy didn't tell me any other way. I was sitting here and learning about the Black Panthers all the way to Vietnam, because if you want to know the truth, pick up a book because they hide it in there and nobody else is going to tell you the truth. Do your own research. So I take articles from people like Grisham, who just literally said, you're going to take away our Second Amendment in New Mexico. You can't do that. You can't do that. Well, 2 days later, she couldn't do it, y'all. Told you. She couldn't do it. That's like the biggest scam gimmick in my lifetime. The biggest psyop called what? COVID-19. What was that, and how did you give over your rights? Oh, I've been talking this way ever since. I'm like, yo, is there a dark cloud? Do I need to slaughter a lamb? Do I need to wipe it on my doorpost? Because the way they talking, everybody's going to be like brains, zombies everywhere. I'm sitting here like, y'all see this? Y'all don't fall for this. Y'all better not fall. Y'all falling for this. Oh, I ain't falling for this. Ain't no dang no way I'm going to fall for this craziness. What did he say? What did he say? What's his name? Fauci. Like fake sugar. That was fructose corn syrup. That's the name I started giving him. That I listened to this man every single day. We played every news conference. I said, stop after warp speed. Stop it. That's a bold-faced lie. So the woman named Dr. Emmanuel Stella got in my inbox. She said, get this out there, because they're going to shut my voice up. I started having frontline doctors somehow, some way find me. Wait a minute, they shut my page down. They muted me on Facebook. They put me in Facebook jail. They minimized my page. They took away our right to even earn money. I couldn't even have my website up there, even making all those t-shirts, because that's how we get paid. That is how we travel the nation, is that t-shirt booth over there. My mother makes the pocketbooks. My husband makes the hats. I get in their way because I put up and I clean up, and they can't find nothing once I leave. So they told me to stay out of the studio and out of the shop. So they say, you know what? You the face. He's the brain. My mom is the backbone. So when you see a 2 or more, together, we're going to continue doing it. Right now, she's watching me. Hey, Mom. She's watching me right now. Because she's probably smiling. She taught me, no matter what you do, no matter if you stumble, no matter if you fall, you get back up, dust yourself off, keep going to the next man. You don't want me at your table, create your own table. So what did we do? We created our own table. So next week, I'm going to be in Indiana with Diana Starr, John, Kevin, and a whole bunch more. But then also, on October the 28th, I'll be holding a whole nother rally at our house. 2,000 people. Celebrating God, family, country, and Trump. Topher has agreed. Bryson Gray has agreed. More people have agreed. And we ain't even made the Eventbrite page yet. This is how you know God is in the midst of your life. Amen. This is how you know God is in the midst of everything you do. It's just clicking a little bit too easy. But I've been battered, downtrodden, pretty much all my life. So when you see the goodness of what is being exposed to you, you kind of have to sit back, and when it's the next shoe gonna drop, it's a little bit too easy right now. My life is going a little bit okay right now. Right now, there's still some more stress out there. My head is on a swivel because I got to look at all these news articles every day, and they're trying to kill us. How do you put a smile on that? How do you not call these people liars? How do you not put them on in a place and sit them down? We don't even know our rights anymore. So when the 2020 election happened, me and 43 other people decided to petition The federal grand jury, Fannie Willis, way back then, because we felt like our civil rights was snatched away with that fraudulent election, they didn't do anything. The same thing that we asked for them to look at is the same thing they tried to get Trump on. I'm going to say that one more time. The 44 people from across the nation that signed our names, put a bullseye on our back at the federal grand jury, got laid on. But the same thing we was asking for, they tried to get Trump on. That's what they got Trump on. So I'm dealing with that when I say when it comes to our Constitution being snatched away. There's people out here standing in the gap for other people. There's people interceding for other people. So that same time, me and my husband mailed out 6,500 Constitutions of the United States. I didn't ask you who you were. I didn't care where you came from. Get in my inbox, send me your address, and you'll get a got it. That's all I ask for these people. 6,500. The hunger for our rights is out there. The fruit is ready for the picking. We, the people that have been sowing for a very long time, don't get weary now. Don't let go now. I'm a Gen Xer. That's still my grandparents that I need to remember. Still my parents' arms I need to remember. But I still have to capture the youth of this generation. So when I go out there and I go to these meetings, John Birch Society, Madison Forum, the Tea Party, I also go to Republicans. I'm in a part of a 2A movement. I can only learn so much. Now it's time for me to take what has been taught to me, get out there and walk the walk and talk the talk and travel across this nation to get it out there if we got to do it for free. Because that's what we've been doing all of this time. So if you want to help, we put it in there. If you don't, send a prayer that we get home safe. Because I got to be up this road again next week. But I'm good and grateful for people like Diana that took a look at me and said, I want to talk to her. Anytime I'm down, she doesn't know it, but she'll text me. Right now, she's going through her own stuff in her life with her 2 sons. I'm going through my own stuff in our life with my husband while trying to fight the powers that be from crushing the individual spirit of America. And if we let this go, if you let your 2A go, if you let any of this go, we are done for. I don't care about a governor. I don't care about a president, a senator, a congressman. They put their pants on just like you do. I'm tired of cryptocrats. I am so tired of political people selling us for their own fame and glory and just ripping us from our natural resources. That's okay. You're going to bust hell wide open and I ain't scared to tell you that. You will never bring it back, and everything that you do, you touch, or what you say that goes against the power of the people or we the people are going to crush you under a pile of dirt. And I hope it truly do. Because we got them on both sides of the aisle that has compromised our morals and values and got us into $32 trillion in debt. Now, let's talk about what's really going on. Everybody, we used to always say, this is the last election. No, this truly is the last election. Because if the military don't step in, I don't know what's going to happen. Literally right now, if the military do not step in and sit them down, Obama and his 3rd term is about to turn into 4th term. This is truly Obama and the West execs. If you do not know what this is, you're going to have to crack a book and find out. The West execs are the same people in the Biden administration, and the Biden administration is the corporation of the West execs. And when you find out Obama was not lying to you, saying, I wish I could go ahead and put an earpiece in somebody's ear, be in the basement in my PJs, well, I already lived through Obama's America. We're living through it again. And now they're not scared to say it because they don't feel like we're going to get out there and say anything. We are so beaten up. We are so misguided right now. Turn off the mainstream media and turn on me. I ain't finna turn you no other way. You're going to find things, meet new people that you never knew before. The only thing that I ask you to do before you walk in my life, you better bring the receipts or bring the pain. Because sooner or later, they're going to bring the rain. But anytime they try to destroy something by the glory of God, we rise again like a phoenix out of the ashes. So this time around, we're going to rise bigger. We're going to rise brighter. And Trump going to kick some ass. I said what I said. If you never seen somebody that want revenge, you better take that Fannie Willis mugshot, That right there was their worst nightmare. So the only thing it did was make people unite from the hoods to the woods to suburbia to the mansions. Everybody want a piece. Everyone is standing up. And Trump was so slick, he could have went to the rich side of town in Fulton County. He went to the hood. And those hood folks came out in droves. And all you heard was, go Donald Trump. Free Donald Trump. So if they can do this to him, and they tried to do it to Ken Paxton today, that is a win. And if people don't know what the glory of God looked like, you better start paying attention and know there is a God. And he has the last say, not Satan. So I'm going to read after this. My name is Lucretia Hughes, and I believe in 4 things. And I will rock your world for them. And that is my God, family, country, Trump, God, family, country, Trump, God, family, country, Trump, and